Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I have another Behind My Formula for you guys. Today I'm really excited because this is the Behind My Formula to this green and black split dye that I did on a really good friend of mine. And yeah, I just wanted to show you guys the process and like just everything that went into achieving this super cool, super edgy look. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So previously to what we're doing today, we had done a hot pink to black split dye, and I had done a semi-permanent on the black side. That's why it's almost pink. But I went in and I started bleaching out that midsection first, because if you're a hairdresser, you know that you have to do off scalp first because the heat of the scalp will make it process faster. So that's why I'm doing that this way. So I'm only applying the lightener about a quarter of the way off the scalp to then go in and apply the roots later. So the foiling, I always make sure that it's super clean, super fine. You should be able to see your wide tooth comb through it, or you should just be able to have it thin enough to be able to see through it, I say. I just did the whole side that's gonna be green to lighten it up all the way to the root. Now, when you do up to the scalp bleaching, I always recommend to get it touched up pretty often. But for some reason, Bree's hair is like the strongest hair I have ever worked with, honestly. And we can get away with doing stuff like this, but not everyone's hair reacts well when you wait this long and you have this much growth and you have to go and lighten it and then bleach and then like run the bleach through, But like I said, her hair for some reason just allows me to do these things. And so I did 4 quadrants. The back, I made sure I did really thin sections all the way up. And then after I did the back, I did this side. And same thing, horizontal sections all the way up, really thin, making sure to really saturate. And I always like to go low and slow with my developer. So definitely 7 starting at the root down here, and then I mix some 720, and then I mix 20 and then 20. I don't like to go any higher than that, especially if I'm going to maybe overlap a little bit. Now I am applying the black side. So for the black side, since last time she noticed a lot of fading because it was semi-permanent, we both agreed that it was better to do just full-on permanent. So I did Igor Royale 1.0 on the right side. So while the left side was bleaching, I did the right side with permanent color and let that process for 35 minutes. I made sure that I really saturated really well. Made sure that all of that previously lightened hair was colored. Before she had the pink and black, she had full pink, which is why there is pink on that side. Now, when you're using bleach instead of color, it's more forgiving. You can take bigger sections and just make sure that you really saturate every single hair and pack that color on there. I like to brush it through too to make sure that everything lays nice and clean when it's processing. So I just ran the rest of the color through, made sure that it was all coated. I love watching this back, honestly. It's like so satisfying. I love it so much. So yeah, I clipped up the black side, and then after a while, I just started taking out the foils, and you can see already that it lightened so beautifully. And now all that's left is her root area. It's still a little warm, but with colors like green, we can get away with that. It doesn't need to be perfectly white in order for it to look good. if that makes any sense. And so I went in and I applied the root, made sure I really saturated, did the perimeters, and then went slice by slice, making sure that I got all the roots. This part was so satisfying, just pulling out the foils all at once like that. And then I went ahead and massaged it all in before I rinsed it out. Made sure to rinse out the black first all the way. So you want to make sure you use, you know, lukewarm water. Make sure you get all of that permanent black out first, because you don't want that getting onto the blonde side at all. This part is kind of scary, but it is so much fun for me, and I love doing like little intricate things like this. So I really enjoy a process like this. And then after that right side is completely rinsed out, I clipped it out of the way because I am not risking anything. And then I start to rinse the blonde side. These three colors are the colors that I used from PULP RIOT. Originally, she wanted to do insert formula here. And they didn't have the green that she wanted, so I had to DIY this color. But you guys will see, it turned out so beautiful. So I ended up using Snake Eyes, the green. When I first saw it come out in the bowl, I was like, oh God, this is very dark. I'm gonna be so honest. But I was very vocal with her and my assistant. I was like, ooh, I don't know about this. But then once I added the yellow, the lemon, it started to look better. And I was like, okay, now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. So what happened was that I went to 2 Salon Centrics. One, the system was down. The second one, they were out of stock of the color. So I just had to make it work that day. But, you know, being a colorist is fun because you can just DIY everything. So yeah. I started off by making the green that she wanted, which was this green, with those 2 colors, and then just mixing them together and then seeing what the vibe was and if I could match it almost exactly. And then I tested it on a white paper towel just to see how close we can get to the actual tonality of the color. And I will say, I think I nailed it. And then the second color that we used is called Aquatic. This is like a beautiful teal, green, blue color. And I started adding little by little, and then mixing in a little bit more of the yellow and just playing with those 3 colors to like get it as close to that goblin green that she wanted. And just using that reference photo as the goal. And then I dried the left side completely. You want to dry the hair you want to dry the hair 100% so it can go ahead and soak up that semi-permanent color. And while we were applying it, we were all like, wow, this looks incredible. Incredible. Love it so much. It's okay that the roots, like I said, are a little bit yellow. There's yellow in the formula anyway. And when you're going for a color like green, you don't have to be as picky with your lifting, and it doesn't have to be as perfect as if you're doing like a pastel pink or like a pastel lavender, you know what I mean? You don't see those imperfections with a color this vibrant. And so I started applying the root, and then I applied the mids to ends on that side. Thankfully, the black side didn't need to be touched at all. So if we get a little bit of transfer from that side to the other side, nothing's gonna happen because black is the darkest color, obviously. So yeah, enjoy me just applying this beautiful green. I then rinsed the green out. Well, I rinsed everything out again, making sure that all the color was completely out with cool water. Yeah, you want to rinse it out with cool water just to keep as much of the pigment in as possible. And wow, you guys, I love doing fantasy color. It's like so fun, so different. And it gets your creative juices flowing, and I live for that. So as you can see here, we did a shaggy cut. We really sent it with the layers this time. Previously, we had done layers too, but we've always been a little bit more careful. I mean me. But she's like, no girl, I want all the texture, all the layers, get in there. So we went ahead and did that, and it turned out so cool. Honestly, so fun. This always makes me miss all of my fun colors. After the haircut, then comes the blow dry, and I had my assistant help me with the blow dry. We went ahead and just blow dried it super, super smooth, and wow, watching this back, I'm like, the color looks so beautiful. It's so stunning. And the fact that it's a custom green too, that's crazy. I love it. Pulp Riot makes the best semi-permanent dyes. Honestly, I love the way they smell. I love the pigment. I love the spreadability. Like, I love everything about it. This is not sponsored, by the way. It's just such a good semi-permanent color, and it's so vibrant and so beautiful that it's stunning. It also leaves the hair super smooth, shiny, healthy, moisturized, and 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Now I'm just refining those textured layers, making sure everything's even, the perfectionist that I am. I went ahead and curled her hair. I did like a beachy wave moment, so alternating directions. Some going towards her face, some away from her face. And that just gives you even like a messier, more texturized look. Some pieces I even crimped just so it could have even more variety and have a little bit more texture in there. And I just love mixing in curls. It just looks so much more quote unquote natural. On a regular basis, I normally do very sleek hairstyles and very polished blow dries and very natural colors. So this day I got to play and I was in heaven. Love days where I can just let my creativity flow and create something fun and beautiful and different and textured. And can you tell I love doing hair? Love it so much. So this is how it turned out. I am obsessed. I can't even explain how happy I was with the turnout of this color. And I can't wait to do more fun transformations like this and film it for you guys. It's just always so much fun to edit these videos and watch them back and seeing like exactly what I did to achieve it, because once you're in the moment, it's not the same as when you're in the moment, it's not the same as like watching it back and getting to relive it and just see all the steps that you took, etc. So it's always so much fun to edit these videos and film these videos. So if you look forward to some more videos like this or any other hair content or even lifestyle content, I throw in some videos here and there, just like having fun and doing my thing so you guys get to know me a little bit better. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching if you stuck all the way through, and I'll see you guys in the next video.